because a little extra weight is a big problem.
The Pacific Lutheran girls basketball team isn't the best in the Mulholland League, but it surely got one of the top players in Taylor Patillo. Going into the game against the Summit View Eagles, the team is missing two key starters and forward Stephanie Sanchez and guard Selena Cabora. Sports Desk reporter Brandon Ortega sums up the game for us.
From the Pacific Lutheran High School Gymnasium, CitiCABLE 3 got its first glimpse of Mulholland League basketball with the Pacific Lutheran Stingrays taking on the Summit View Eagles. Pacific came into the game near the bottom of the league standings with a 1-3 league record. The Stingrays only suited up 6 players for the game as they lost 3 key players due to injuries and grades. Coach Phil Avalos looked to star point guard Taylor Patillo to carry the load for the Stingrays, who came into the game averaging double figures in points, rebounds, and steals. That's right, and steals as well. First quarter action now, Pacific's Hai-Jong Lee gets the layup right there, and that would be the only points Pacific would get from anybody on the team not named Taylor Patillo. Patillo put on a clinic on both ends of the floor as she takes her own rebound right here, coast to coast for the deuce. Patillo scored 8 of Pacific's 10 first quarter points, keeping the Stingrays ahead with another layup as time expired at the end of the first, keeping Pacific up 10-6. Summit View battled back with a balanced attack from inside and outside the paint. 3-point specialist Natalie Rivas got involved with a long high-arcing tray right there, and Gina Beaudry utilized her 6-inch height advantage as she banks in 2 points over the Stingray defense. Taylor Patillo kept the Stingrays in the game with one of her season-high 15 steals as she takes the ball all the way for another layup, giving her a total of 15 points in the first half while keeping the Stingrays within striking distance, down just 1 at half. For Pacific Lutheran, the second half became the Taylor Patillo show. Patillo got the best of Summit View with a beautiful move to the hoop, dropping the layup in, giving the Stingrays a 1-point advantage. On the next 5 possessions, Patillo and Summit View's Gina Beaudry would exchange baskets on each end of the floor. Patillo here with another layup, and Gina Beaudry followed her with another layup of her own. Patillo would follow that with another steal, and she caps it off with one more layup, bringing her point total to 21 by the end of the third. Summit View went into the fourth quarter, however, with a 5-point lead. Natalie Rivas drains another 3-ball at the end of the third, and that gives the Eagles a 5-point cushion. In the fourth quarter for the Stingrays, it was all Taylor Patillo. Patillo with the mid-range jumper, buckets. Patillo from long distance, oh, she's got ice in her veins now. That puts the Stingrays up 2. Finally, Patillo with another jumper, that's good as well. Natalie Rivas comes back for Summit View, and she nails a jump shot of her own. Now we've got ourselves a tie game with just under a minute left. Summit View would get the ball back into the hands of Natalie Rivas, and this time she ices the game and banks in the 3. Pacific can't believe it. Last chance now for the Stingrays, and they can't convert. Summit View prevails with a big win on the road. The story of the game was the triple-double performance of Taylor Patillo. 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 15 steals. Coach Phil Avalos talked about his sensational point guard after the game.
Her defense is so aggressive. A lot of girls are afraid of her because she's so aggressive. But she plays under control. That's the good thing, you know. And she knows where to be at the right time. She's always at the right place at the right time because of her hustle. She hustles 110%. She's tired. She still gave me everything she had. If I had that kind of reserve, man, I would be incredible at athlete myself. So.
She is amazing. She's like the leader of this team, and we would be like nowhere probably without her. She's amazing. She's a blessing to this team.
Despite playing with such an inexperienced and short-handed team, Taylor Patillo kept a very positive attitude after the game.
I have to tell them, you know, like, move over here, and like I kind of have to tell them everything to do, but I mean, they slowly started to learn what they were doing. They started moving out on defense and, you know, putting their hands up. You know, I just have to keep encouraging.
Well, I think they grew up today. As far as basketball players, they matured. They realized that they were going to have to stay in the whole game, and instead of worrying about being tired, they really wanted to get into the game and do what was, you know, help the team out more than anything else and try to help Taylor out.
As you can see, Coach Avalos and his team seem extremely confident that once they get their team back to full strength, they'll be able to make a push for the league title. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Brandon Ortega.
Thanks, Brandon. The Pac Lutheran team loses by just a bit to Summit View. They are now in 5th place after this loss, and Summit View moves into 3rd. Yes, you do in fact see those stats right for Taylor Patillo. She got all but 2 points for the Stingrays, along with 20 rebounds and a game-high unreal 15 steals. Whew, let's take a look at some more prep results. The Lady Knights crushed a St. Paul team that didn't stand a chance, 69-39. They also whooped it up on Keppel, 62-31. That brings the Knights to a 2-2 record in the Delray League. Caitlin Kung and Erin O'Malley led the West girls team over Lusinger and beat them pretty handily with a 55-36 score. The Lady Warriors couldn't keep up the magic as they lost to PV 52-39. Let's take a look at some more results. The Lady Spartans sparred the Eagles and won 44-32. Just to prove that the Pioneer League race is tight, look at the North versus Torrance score. Dude, the Saxons are making a run for it, but the Tartars are right behind them. Bishop Montgomery boys lost a close one to Bishop Amat by 3 points. Alfonso Lester brought 19 points and Tyler Harvey led the Knights as they came back to take care of St. Bernard's 58-40. They are now 2-1 in the Delray League. Kieran O'Shaughnessy scored 18 points, but that still wasn't enough to help West beat Lusinger. The Warriors did, however, grab a win 65-43 against PV. The Spartans are just trying but can't get it going in time, losing to the Eagles 65-56. North takes out Torrance 82-79 earlier in the week. That's it for the results from the prep basketball scene. After the break, we go to the mats.
Diet and exercise.